live here. Hello. Starting about a minute early. Okay. I think we're live. Okay, welcome to as our second, like, you know, potential storm that's going to make landfall in the U.S. It's most likely going to, as Debby, her tropical storm Debby, is making its way toward Florida, the same area Idalia impacted, which I feel like I've not seen anybody say anything about. So if you can tell, it's different than this. My other streaming service is not working for something I need to do. Yeah, you can kind of tell it's different. I'm gonna do some upgrades tomorrow. I'll figure out what the issue is, and then if you see it's still different tomorrow, I'll probably just decide I'm gonna use this for our live streams the next couple of days, as Debby is making its way to Florida right now. As you can tell, nothing else is happening. It's pretty quiet for early August. People are predicting a highly active season. We only had 4 named storms so far. So if this season wants to be active, they start picking up fast, is what they're predicting. But right now, you only have Debby here just waiting to be seen. So right now, 40-mile-per-hour winds, low-end tropical storm heading toward Florida, and it's going to impact the same areas once again. So we'll prepare for that. And now let's look at something else. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Here it is. So as you see, this is the cone, and then you have the cone uncertainty. As you see, it's right now here, 5 p.m. on Saturday. Right now it is 7:16. So this is a little off. It's probably about like a little more north. Not really off, but it's right now. It's going to get, I think, around maybe like what's that getting there? Doesn't show it there. Around 2 a.m. tomorrow morning is when it will get here, and then 2 p.m., 2 a.m., and then we'll be live for landfall, as it is going to make landfall. There's already hurricane warnings issued for the area, and you have tropical storms and storm surge warnings are issued. And then a question is posted on the community post, and then right after that, it just turned into a hurricane. I was like, really? No, like, not a hurricane, but there's a chance of a hurricane now. As it continues over Georgia and Florida, there might be a chance we might go live once again for another landfall in South Carolina. It does make that turn up north. That's a possibility. So it is right now just north of Cuba now. It was just in Cuba not that long ago. Now it's making its way toward Florida. It's moving not as fast as Barrel is pretty fast. It was making like probably here to here in like a couple hours, like 6 hours maybe. It's a pretty fast storm. This is our next storm you have to watch out. It's been pretty quiet in the tropics. We've had some severe weather outbreaks and stuff. We haven't been live since July 15th. So if this doesn't turn into like a major storm, it's like, I'm glad we're back because it's been a little while since we've been live here. It's been sliding since. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. It's been a little while. I can tell. I'm not preparing my voice for this. It's been since July 15th, that derecho that went through Illinois and stuff. And now we're talking about tropics, and that's a usual thing for August. Like, you're not going to be talking about an insane severe weather season. That's going to be for April and March and May. So I wish I started earlier this year, but I didn't. I wasn't really into weather by then. And then we started for hurricane season, which is the good thing. So let's go over the worst case scenario, the best case scenario, and the most likely scenario. You see, the most likely scenario is probably going to be this. That's what they're saying. As it's going to go into the Panhandle. But I'm not really sure past here. What I'm hoping for is that this turn doesn't happen. That's going to be causing more impacts, as this is going to try to rapidly intensify, and it seems like it might have a chance of being a potential high-end tropical storm once again, as it's going to be in South Carolina, potentially for a landfall on 2 p.m. on Thursday. Right now it's Saturday, so that's almost a week from now. So we're a little far from there, so it could be really, really inaccurate. About a day and a half from now, I think tomorrow night we'll be live for landfall coverage. This is pre-landfall coverage. It's saying that this is gonna be 2 here in just 2 days. Well, this is where it's gonna be. We're probably gonna see this hurricane right here, and then it's gonna be right here. So if you're just tuning in, we're doing Tropical Storm Beryl pre-landfall coverage as it's making its way toward Florida. Make sure the mic is working. I just want to make sure. I don't think I can hear myself though. Wait a second. I don't know if it's working. Okay, so as you see, and probably the best case scenario is that this kind of heads off a little more to the east to give it less time to intensify, and then just kind of just impacts fish, and then we hope it kind of takes the curve, but I don't really want this to head up just north, which might probably be a bad scenario as well, just because potential storms, tornadic. As we saw with Beryl, that it just went through the USA and caused probably 3 significant outbreaks of some tornadoes. I think one of the most significant days was July 9th. We were live for that. You had, I think, the strongest tornado on that day that went through Mount Vernon, Indiana. I was just wondering, we will be posting a documentary soon about that. Series will be starting soon. But with this hurricane coming through, or tropical storm, whatever it's going to be, that's not the best sign. I do think there might be a possibility of this not being a hurricane, but it's right now saying it's going to be. The chances are it's going to be a hurricane. We might see this. I don't know if it's going to be a Category 2. Category 2 seems less off. It's not going to really happen. My prediction is not going to be Category 2. I don't know if they're going to evacuate. That's my question. I was wondering that just a second ago, if they're going to evacuate. I was wondering if they're going to evacuate. So that's going to be another question. Will they evacuate or not? So, I don't know, but Storm Surge is going to be high. Let's go look at that now, or we can look at something else. Let's do this flash mode. All right, so you have flash mode possibilities, potential. It's right now seeing the red. You have a moderate risk of flash flooding through the Panhandle, this kind of the eastern part of the Panhandle of Florida, heading all the way toward the Jacksonville area, and then there's southern Georgia and southeast Georgia. You're gonna have a moderate risk of flash flooding, and then in southern South Carolina, you're gonna have a moderate risk. Okay, so it's basically kind of around the path, so we don't really need this happen. This is not a good scenario. You're gonna have storm surge. It's gonna be flooding out there as we see this move, and then you have a slight risk of flash flooding here, as it is in the Tampa Bay area, Orlando. You have a slight risk, and then in the Augusta, Charlotte, Raleigh area, and then you have parts of Alabama, more the Florida Panhandle, and parts of Georgia, most of South Carolina, and portions of North Carolina. That's in yellow. You have another slight risk up here, and then you have a marginal risk in the green, and that's going to be where. So that's most likely we're going to see some very significant flash flooding soon. See that? So let me. Alright, there you go. Okay, so let's go look back on Debby. So let's see peak surge, and I'm saying this is going to be pretty significant for this. It's not significant what you think. We're gonna see some storm surge, even as we're not gonna be making landfall over here, down in southern Florida, and so that's gonna be something we need to watch out for. It's gonna be starting happening right now, and then it's gonna be impacting probably tomorrow. You're gonna have some more storm surge. It's gonna get higher as you head toward the landfall area in the Panhandle. So this is going to be where you're going to have some 3 to 5 feet storm surge, 2 to 4 feet, 3 to 5, 4 to 7 feet, and then 1 to 3. Shocked though we don't have another potential storm surge, but it's going to go this direction. So we might see a potential chance of that, but I don't think so. I mean, put your questions in the chat if you want to about this, if you live in Florida. Basically, the whole, most of, the Florida coast, if you're on the western side, you most likely will be impacted by at least, storm surge maybe. You might feel it. Florida, not the Panhandle part, but you're going to see some tornadic activity as it's moving up to the north. It's already happening, which this is probably not the good sign of us having to deal with this tornadic since it's heading up. Right, it's right around here. This is right around here is where the tropical storm is, and you have the outer bands that will cause some tornadic activity. So that's what we need to be watching for. You already have some storm surge warnings. You have some storm surge warnings. You have some storm surge watch up here. Near Tampa, Florida. So if you're in their storm surge warning, make sure you know. So if you're in these places, make sure you're aware of some storm surge. We have a storm surge watch down here in the Tampa area. So just aware of that. Keep this up for a second. I'm going to talk. So, it's for tropical storm. This is the 4th named storm of the year, as we're looking at.
Storm must have taken off. Your what? Oh, USA is wanting me to look at right now. Shh. Oh.
Okay, so alright. So you're just tuning in. We have a tropical storm heading toward Florida right now. And let's look at something else than this. Alright. So we're back to this screen. And I do think this is going to be... Wait, no. Let's click the one. 2. As you see, there's the monster itself, Debby, in the clouds. You see it's rotating counterclockwise. Let's look at arrival time. So arrival time will probably be around 2 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, so... Right? No, not 2 p.m. Sunday. No. It'll be... Wait, right? It's no, Monday. Around Monday, 2 p.m. You're going to have that. Seems like as it moves. So, wait. Okay. Let me... This is not... Wait a second. Let me think. Okay. Alright, so at Saturday, tonight at 8 p.m., you're going to start feeling some tropical force winds, probably around Key West and stuff. And then as we get to later tonight, at 2 a.m. in the early mornings tomorrow, you're going to have tropical force winds already here. Pretty big difference for about 6 hours. And then about another 6-hour difference. Not really big as this one. You're going to start feeling some tropical storm force winds. And, this is going to be another storm that might potentially cause. And you might even see some winds along the coast. We'll be live tomorrow at night, though. Unless something crazy happens. I don't think we'll be live really in the middle of the day. That will be something we need to watch out for. And then around Sunday, 2 p.m., you're going to start feeling some tropical force winds about 6 hours later. This is probably Sunday, 8 p.m., you're going to start feeling some tropical force winds. Then you just have this big, So, let's look at something else. Alright, so first, radar megas not working. Let me see if it's not working. Oh, no. I like when there's no warnings, really. Okay. So here's the bad boy itself. Tropical Storm Barrel. Not Tropical Storm Barrel. Tropical Storm Debby. I'm so used to Barrel from that. Oh my gosh. Here it is. As it is marching its way. It's around the center of rotation, where the eye is. It's probably around here. As we're seeing this, I do think we're most likely going to see potentially a potential hurricane here. I really didn't like the news of that. We're going to have another hurricane possible once again in southern Tallahassee area. This is going to be probably one of the most craziest hurricane seasons I've ever covered. Totally not my first one. I saw hurricane. I don't think I saw. I heard it on the news about Hurricane Dahlia. But then in fact, active season last couple of years. Last year was active. So right now 7:34. I think I'm not going about an hour, maybe call it a day or something. For landfall coverage, we're going all out. We're gonna, make sure this is going. Does that? So this is what we're gonna be looking at for the next couple of days. It's gonna be pretty busy. Let's just see the outer bands in Florida. These are what we're gonna be dealing with, and that one honestly doesn't look that good. As you see a hook on it. It's not being accurate as what's it called, radar omega, but if I can get that back and run in, seems like I can. I'm gonna try to get the back and running soon. Alright. We're just using National Weather Service radar right now until I get radar omega back up and running. Wait, this ever since it's not. Tomorrow I'll be way much prepared. I wanted to go live tonight. It's just I was trying to get radar omega to fix it. It really didn't work. But it's okay. It's raining. So if you're in Tampa, it's probably gonna start raining. So Tampa's probably about to start getting some of the impacts and some rain and stuff. I do think this is most likely going to be a very bad hurricane barrel, as it did make landfall. This is very similar, but no, like Hurricane Barrel, it's not going to be a Category 5, but like this is very similar to like the landfall situation. It kind of it's like weak, and then it kind of strengthens slowly up the coast. But here's the thing: Hurricane Barrel, if it was slower, it probably would have been a stronger hurricane than what it was. So, at least we don't have to worry about that. Everybody's giving updates on YouTube. I'm like, I soon need to go live. Didn't do it yesterday because it just wasn't even a tropical storm yet. I waited until it was a tropical storm. I really wasn't. And then we did get a tropical storm not that long ago. Remember seeing that? Is these outer bands, right, like here and there, we're gonna deal with the tornadic threat up here in like Tampa and the Orlando area. And that's gonna move up toward like landfall, like probably Jacksonville area. So around there, I think. So you're probably gonna have like some 5%, 2% chance of tornadoes possible. I do think we might get like a 5% chance, probably somewhere in like the coast area, because the storm's gonna be heading like as we saw in the path, it's gonna be heading kind of a little more west a little bit. So it's gonna, like, those outer bands won't be really interacting with the land as much, but there's some out there that I would consider potentials, like as you're seeing, there's kind of like, it looks like potential hooks are trying to form with these storms, which I don't like that sign, as we're already seeing this. So you're in Tampa, you're probably going to see some, like, probably starting to see some rain and maybe some just like maybe it's a little breeze, it feels like. And then you're going to start seeing some impacts soon. That's what I think. is this? Okay. So we do have some mornings in the air. We do have some special weather statement mornings, and we've had some sweet dinosaur mornings down here I've been watching. And I guess they're looking. These outer bands are going to be potentially significant. They were significant in barrel, so I would expect this potentially the same here. It could happen, honestly. Well, if this thing goes on land and impacts like many people, like you had 10% chances from this SPS outlooks. That was crazy. I was shocked. I was shocked that there was a 10% on New York one. I'm shocked it was able to do that. Like, pretty intense. So the Raiders. You have a bunch of street dinosaur mornings up here in what's it called? New York, like the metro area. Just random, like. Alright. So you're just tuning in. This is Tropical Storm Debby. I can't stop saying barrel. Debby pre-landfall coverage. So if you can ask me questions if you want to. I don't have a radar. Wait a second. Let me try to put up some forecast. Let's just keep this up here, and then let me go just. Okay. Oh. I think I might. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get the GFS model here. Okay. Let me put it up there. Let's remove that. Present. Wait a second. GFS model. Here we go. Okay, we have the GFS model up and going. Oh, what is that? I've really never used. Okay, wait. Sorry about that. I really haven't used any real these like models. Okay, so you see, here it is. Tropical Storm Barrel. Nope. Oh my gosh. I cannot be stopped saying Tropical Storm Barrel. As you see, these are the systems that are going through the East Coast right now. They're going to be exiting as we go later in the night, in the evening. This is Tropical Storm Debby as it's making its way towards Florida. Every single hurricane tropical storm, I'm telling you, I am probably going to say Tropical Storm Debby. You can kind of see the storms that are in what's the Pacific. The Pacific's been more active than the Atlantic. Than the Pacific. What the Pacific is doing should be over here in the Atlantic, but it's for some reason not. I know not the next one. How do you start this? We're here we go. I don't know what I am doing here. Wait a second. I've never used a GFS model in my life. Alright, let's just somehow. Oh, there we go. As you see, it's starting to move closer. Here, it's going to make landfall around I 18Z. You learn that. And great. I like you, GFS model. I'll get used to it, guys. Really not using any of these models yet, but alright, so lose a little bit. This is around August 3rd, 18Z. I don't know when this is. Okay. No, it's August. I don't know the time. So it's a little later, as it's gonna be moving toward Florida. This is, and then and here it's about to make landfall, and that's what the bad boy's gonna be looking like. This does not look good at all. And then it's gonna make landfall. It's right now sitting around the panhandle here. Alright. You see, I have a potential trough moving in right here. Then you have this remaining from the storm system that's moving through today, it seems like. This is what it's going to be looking like right at landfall. Let me play one more. And right now it's in Florida. It's probably about a couple hours after landfall. You see the storm systems in the Pacific. And then the system's rusty, and I'm rusty from streaming, okay? So, you know. Hopefully I'm not just talking that much right now. Right, just talking, and then, alright, as you see, it's going to be moving out. And right now what the GSS is saying, it kind of just dances there for a little bit, and then it moves up there. And then it's going to dissipate. Seems like, so around here, it's going to kind of just start dancing, and then there's like trough's going to come and pull it away. It seems like. So that seems like what is going to be happening. Around here. See that. Alright, let me. So it seems like you have this little dip, maybe a potential trough gonna be falling in. It's gonna pull the. So let me pull it back a little bit. Alright. So here is a hurricane. Let me push it up. Alright. Here it is. Right here. Seems like it might dance here for a little bit. See, it's still just right there. Put up a little more. I'm just dancing. This big trough that might be coming in. I might be a little bug on my computer. And then it's going to be attracted to it. Seems like. And then it's going to be kind of sucked away by this trough. I do think might be potential possible. And then, whoa. No. That was. Okay. We might have another potential tropical storm going to be making landfall in Texas. Please don't tell me it's in Texas again. I'm using GFS because that's the only one I really know about right now. Alright, let me get to like here. And then no. Wait, what? There's like a potential storm here. I thought I saw something. Oh, am I seeing stuff? It's interesting. So let's move back all the way. Oh, what's that? That might be another hurricane or tropical storm in Texas, Mexico area. Hate to say this, but like you're getting hammered if this is. Now you see this right here. It might be a potential. We could see a potential outlook soon. So, be aware if you're in Texas. I just don't know if that's going to, but it seems like it might. So here, as it's starting, and that does look like a potential hurricane or tropical storm making landfall in the same area. That is crazy. This is still a very long time away, so don't get, if you're in Texas, don't start freaking out. So we might have a potential another. Wait, what is that? Oh wait, that's okay. Um, August 7th, August 9th, around August 14th or 13th, around there. It's when the landfall this will happen. Okay, so, and then we might have something else from here. That's probably not, but we might have potential two. So we have Debby and maybe, what's the, Ernesto, I think that's what it is. Ernesto. Ernesto. And we might see Ernesto. So it's starting to get active here, guys, so potentially another tropical storm. I'm going to be trying to be here for every single tropical storm that will make landfall, if I can, for certain reasons. Seems like we have a high pressure system forming right here. Can. No. Here it looks like what we're dealing with here. I'm gonna do something else. Seems like even there, like jets trough moving on here. Yeah, some more systems moving through. And yeah, that did. So this definitely seems like we're gonna see some potential severe weather systems be forming up. I don't really know when. So let's just put that. Okay. Been on for about 38 minutes. So we're going to. No, I'm gonna put something else up. Alright. So this is kind of, the pre-landfall stream is gonna be preparing for the main stream that will be happening tomorrow night and then the next morning. This is still a very long way out than where it's going to make landfall. Make sure to share the stream, share it on your social media. We need to get this vital information out for many people. Like, Ryan Hall, y'all, he said so. Try to do it here too. This is okay. Make sure to share the stream, like it, subscribe. Let's get the YouTube algorithm getting this vital information out. Mine does a little storm and hatching. It kind of has a little hook as you see it here near like Marco Island and Goodland. Now these little what's it? I forget stuff. Okay. Okay. So these Aller bands. Okay, so Aller bands will be impacting. Doesn't seem like we really have any sniff noise right now. So I think we really need to look out for them. We did have some earlier. Doesn't seem like they're really there anymore. Let's put this on. We might see some storms moving into the southern Florida area. So if you're wondering for tomorrow's stream, I'll get back on Radar Omega. I'll be more prepared. We're not gonna be using the natural research radar. This is the only radar I know really on this computer. I only have like Radar Omega and stuff, so I decided to just use this since it's not like we're doing severe weather coverage and it shows us it. So, still pretty accurate. So, I wonder what radar we're gonna be using tomorrow. Probably the Tampa one. That's what we're probably gonna be using. Alright, so you're just tuning in. We have a tropical storm Debby heading toward the panhandle of Florida. Hey, did I just switch? No, I didn't do anything. Watching this, I was like, I'm wondering if this is going to form into a, like, some sort of tropical storm or anything. Thought it was going to be, which that was most likely going to be a tropical, storm, which it is now. Because we've been like, people have been talking about this for a long time. It's been since, like, here, feels like. So, see if radar Mecca will pull up. Nope. We'll have everything back and running tomorrow. Oops. Okay. Okay. Put on that screen. And then you also have the storms that have been impacted. So if you go over here, you have some storms. Look at this thing. So it's gonna be more important tomorrow and then the next morning because of that's gonna be when landfall happens. And then hopefully we can do some stuff. Mount Vernon video will be coming out soon. I'll be posting more YouTube shorts. And stuff will. It's been a little quiet. God, if this, like, it's been. We've been having technical difficulty. It looks a lot different if you can tell. We'll be trying to get back and going. So, wondering if the mic must be working. I'm gonna be just checking on this real quick. Hello. Let's check. Not really new. I'm kind of new to this, so I couldn't really download myself. But all right. Can you guys hear me? Type Mike in the chat if you can hear me. Type Mike in the chat. I'm just wondering. I don't want to. If I've been talking for about 44 minutes with. Oh. Am I gonna type Mike? Really, just. I don't know. If it's about to echo, it's okay. It's working, I think. I don't know if people want to type Mike. You don't have to type Mike now. If you are, you don't have to type it. Turn on the volume. And when it does, if it echoes kind of like that, it's my mic's been working. Okay, so these outer bands, some of them don't really look good. Let's just stop the radar here. Oh wait. Alright, 757. That looks not that good. If we're getting stuff like this already, it's gonna be bad. You have a hook right there. I wonder what the velocity looking like. Let me look on my phone. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Oh. Yeah, there's some rotation with that. Yeah, that might be bad. Near Marco, and we might see a potential tropical tornado near Marco Island. I don't know if it's gonna head gonna head on land, but it might. I don't think it will though. So if you're Marco Island, you're probably fine, but it's starting to rotate. Just interesting. We had this. So we're just tuning in. We had this I don't know. You have this outer band storm right now, and it has a hook in it. It seemed like it was rotating, and it's not a good sign at all. So for again, this it might be bad. We might see maybe a 10% chance. Like possibly if this is what we're dealing with. Hopefully not. What's the tornado chance? Today we had a 2% chance of tornadoes, so it's not the end of the world. Let me turn back the Key West radar. And we might use them. I don't know if we're gonna use the Miami one. Tomorrow is a 2% chance, and then for basically most of Florida, and then in the Panhandle area. Okay. It's 8 o'clock now. We've been live for 48 minutes. So Freddie McKinney will be live tomorrow at 4. Alright. Maybe I might, after this stream, I might go make a video of some sort, maybe like a YouTube short of a tropical storm Debby. Because YouTube shorts these days, like when I used to do gaming, guys, some of you might be here from the gaming channel, but I used to do that. YouTube shorts. Some stuff I don't even think was even worth of getting that much subscribers, but you know. So maybe a video tonight or tomorrow morning if you're wondering of a YouTube short or something. It might be a tropical storm Debby update. Let me try and get the information out as many people as possible. I've talked today. Okay, you know. So, yeah, sorry about my voice. I've kind of been not talking the best. So, Make sure to like the stream when you get this YouTube algorithm done. Okay. So you see, we have 360 subscribers. We probably subscribe. You can get subscribed so we can get the YouTube algorithm working. Share with your friends. Share with everyone. We need to get this out. We need to get this vital information out there. Lifetime of this channel. Look, we were gaining a lot back then, and then boom, the big break. And you kind of see a little up there, but it'll be going up once again. Hopefully, like this. But you know. So let me put. Okay. It's been a little different stream. I'm being honest. Very different. Yeah, so I did. How much? For about 52 minutes. We haven't done much live streams, so we had how much? We had about 5, I think, live streams in July, so we barely had any. June we had 1, 2, so not 2, but I think we've had in like a 10-day period in June. We've had more. I probably would have been live more in June, but you know. Okay, let me log back. So we did a tropical storm barrel update. I don't know when, but let me look at the date. So tropical storm barrel. When do we do that? Wondering when did we do live now? August 3rd, July 5th. They made landfall on, like, I think July 8th or 7th. No, it made landfall on the 8th because that was the day of a tornado breakdown in Louisiana and stuff. We've been live. Alright, I'll get back on focus, but we've been live August 3rd, July 15th, July 9th, July 5th, July 2nd, June 30th, June 27th, June 25th, June 24th, June 16th, June 13th, May 27th, May 26th. So we've been along since May 26th. We've been doing this since May 26th. You know, the first stream I ever did, there wasn't even like I was just looking at stuff. It seemed like we have 2 people now. Okay, let's put this back. It's been a journey. We were at like 340, so we've gained about 16 from the weather. So if you're just tuning in, we have Tropical Storm Debby right here sitting, running up north to the Florida Panhandle. Right around here is where landfall will be happening. Most likely be using this radar here for, as you see, there is some storms actually right up here. Well, you can probably see that with the center of Albany. Alright, let me head back to the Key West radar. Alright, here we go. Listen. If you can ask questions, if you want to ask questions, you can. About to be live for an hour. Okay, we're gonna look at the National Hurricane Center. Alright. People just watching. When? Alright, so this is 7:56. So it's been updated. Let's look up the code. Okay. Did it get upgraded? Might have. I don't know if it did though. But here's the freaking 3 days. Okay, this is excluding the this is excluding the day 4 to 5, the cone of uncertainty. You have this storm heading its way to Florida. It's gonna start rapidly intensifying, potentially. We might see it have a chance of rapidly intensifying, which if that's the case, I really don't like that. Because it's gonna be like so at the point we're at right now, it is 40 mile per hour wind, so it's a very low wind tropical storm. It's going to strengthen to a low wind, still low wind tropical storm, 45 mile per hour winds, and then it starts to get exiting out of the low wind area, 50 mile per hour winds, and then if you notice something, a big jump here, 65 mile per hour winds, and then it's going to come a hurricane with 75 mile per hour winds. So, and I still think it's still rapidly intensifying. It's on the landfall here. So what they're saying is that probably going to be it's going to go from 40 to 65, 60 around there. So we might see this thing seems like it's trying to rapidly intensify, but it's doing it a lot late, which is really good. It's kind of, but it's just a little. It's a little bit rapidly intensifying. You see tropical storm warnings all the way. Tropical storm warnings all the way down here, which is nuts. I think we might see. Whoa! Did I just scoot it in or something? I think we might. Yeah, we have some hurricane watches here. Actually, she's just gonna head. We didn't do the wind speed probabilities, so here we go. As you see, you have an 80% chance of winds. Or is this 100? 190 80, 70, 60. I'm just gonna say this is 90. So you see, you do have an 8% probability of wins there. 37 minutes. I'm just gonna. SPC. This is what it looks like. Okay. You can somehow. For a second, I'm gonna take a quick break. Maybe we could. Okay. We've done an hour, so I'm gonna take a quick break. Let's put. Okay. Okay. That's probably not big enough. Oh. Okay. Oh, let's put that. Okay. I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. We're back with more coverage. Okay, let's take down the banner. Alright, we're back here. More coverage. So you can kind of see in the hurricane, you see it rotating, and probably the center is not gonna worry about that right now. Here's what we have to worry about mostly. Most likely we're gonna probably see a potential landfall from here to here in the same areas as we did last year with the Debby. Haven't been going that often. There's just not really any significant severe weather events happening. You know. But glad we're back. Didn't really want to push off the live stream tonight. If we look on east the Pacific and Tropical Storm Daniel and Hurricane Carolapta, then you have another disturbance over here. Daniel. Here's what Daniel's just gonna do. And Daniel's probably gonna die out. Nothing too crazy about Daniel. Yeah, you even can see. Nothing's really crazy at all. But I say just, if you're in the West Coast or Mexico for some reason, you don't really need to worry about anything at all. It's kind of seems like active. You have like 2 storms right over there. That's weird. I have 1 right now. It's August 3rd right now. Here is what yeah. Here's what you see, all the activities happening. Oh my gosh, that looks. Here's some tropical storm Bale right now. You do see there is some stuff happening as you see the storms moving through the East Coast, and then here's tropical storm Debby. That's moving closer. This is probably the biggest storm I've ever tracked, even though it's just I've tracked Barrel, but we'll probably be live. Hopefully, we can get this information out. I don't think we're gonna get that much views. There's potentially a chance of Ryan Hall y'all being live, because he'd be live for any Category 1 hurricane. I do think we could see another system pop up and then head toward the Texas area. At Texas, I think you guys probably already done because of Hurricane Beryl, and you guys don't want to be, be it again. Seems like this is like the main area that storms are forming this year. So far, you've had Chris, Alberto, and then Barrels came through here. Now what's that? Oh yeah. I heard some. I think it was some other YouTuber I was watching earlier said something about this. We could see another storm of that. We could see another storm of this area we saw in the GFS. So we could see some storms happen. We'll probably be going here for a little bit more, and then we'll be ending the stream off. And then let me. I should. Let's go to the SP. Alright. So here's today's outlook. Probably just, we're going to do this real quick. As we can right now. You have a slight risk over here in the East Coast, and you have a slight risk here in Minnesota, North Dakota. No, it's pushed like extreme southeast North Dakota, and then eastern South Dakota, and then northern Iowa. The main threat for tornadoes today, is, and also you have the Marshall Risk down here, is in Minnesota and in Florida. Wind threat, you have 15% chance in Minnesota, in the Minnesota risk and the eastern coast risk. Hail, you do have 15% hatched risk up there, so this one seems like it's pretty significant. I'm wondering if it's happening right now, but it probably is, just since the radar might run out. Tomorrow we do have a 2% chance. Yeah, you have a Marshall risk. This is the main one we'd be watching. These two are just mainly wind and hail driven. You have 5% hail and wind. And then you have a potential chance of severe weather down here, and, have some more, probably a 5% chance of severe weather right there. And that's about it for that. Let's head back to National Hurricane Center. And here is Debby, the monster itself. Well, since like about 7:15 around there. So Debby's been really. I've been wondering when was Debby gonna come. It's fine right here. Here's the warnings. Wondering. So I think this is the track of this thing. Past track. So this thing's been traveling and it's crossed Cuba. So it seems like it actually did like a very bad scenario I really didn't want to happen. It went over that warm water. I wish it would have went over Cuba, interact more on land, but I don't know if that really does interact. But I think the best case scenario at this point, it kind of curved and just went there. Probably would still have been live, but it would be very less strong winds. So best case scenario, and then worst case scenario, if it kind of just heads out and then makes landfall. I do think a stronger hurricane is possible. So let's look at the cone one more time, and then we're gonna look at the radar, and then maybe try to look at another model of some sort. We'll look at another model, look at the radar, and then we will be wrapping up the stream. Okay. Shortly. Alright, so here's the hurricane. I do think the best case scenario, like back then, was probably this just heads towards southern Florida. Now it's probably that it just kind of hopefully heads more eastern, like give less time over the water. I wish it would have headed toward this area, but it's still a lot changed. This landfall could have happened like right here. That's where the landfall could happen. I do think it's very low possibility of that though. So I do think that's probably the worst case scenario, just because it has a little bit more time of this over the warm waters. There's models over here in Louisiana. I do think that is another very bad scenario. Best case scenario is that just this storm just travels more eastward and then just floats off in the Atlantic. Most likely scenario is the path right here. I'm not so sure about this, but if there's any contact with land or landfall, we might go live based off the strength. But I think the worst case scenario for the Carolina is that this does kind of spend a little more time and then kind of decides to curve. I do think there's still possible for a hurricane here, landfall over here after it gets out of Georgia and Florida. But still, I think there's still possible. Now let's look at the Euro model. No. Euro. Seems like we can get it. Where's the Euro model? Let's try triple R. We still make it to this. Nope. I don't know what this is. Canadian. Forecast. Let's just hope it. Okay, it does tonight. Nope. Alright. National Weather Service. Alright, so we could look at a model than a GFS. Alright, so here's her. I do think this is definitely going to be. So right now it's around right here, southwest of Florida, as it will be moving up north. So I'll be naming out places along the coast, and then we're gonna end the stream. So you have Panacea, Medard, Live Oak Island, Willacca Beach, Detora is a famous I say. I'm not from here. Mole Orchard. I don't trust me. Very careful saying some stuff. Gulf of Mexico, Big Grassy Island around here. So this is kind of the area that will be impacted by a hurricane or a tropical storm. And there goes all the warnings and stuff. Alright. Thanks to the National Weather Service. Good thing they had it radars. And it does seem like something's happening there, actually. Oh, seems like a potential forming of an eye. Maybe. I don't know. We'll wait for this next scan and then we're helping off. Just because it looks interesting. So at the beginning of the stream, Tampa, you're still getting rain on. It was starting to enter Tampa. Still getting rain on, though. Miami area, you're going to get some rain and potentially some hard rain as well. Gusty winds. We're seeing some storm surge along the coast right now, so if you're along the coast here, the western coast, the southwestern coast, make sure to be aware of the storm surge coming in. I'm still wondering if they're going to evacuate. I think it's very unlikely. Still. So, just based off what's going to happen. The storm is looking. Look at that, just it's rotating around. I think the center location is like around right here, maybe. No, I don't think that's the water point, though. I think the center location is probably right there. Alright. Okay. We've been live here for about 1 hour and 23 minutes, gave an update. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. I'll be live tomorrow. Sorry about that.